Chapter 18. The Landing. As the spacecraft started approaching the surface, arrangements for landing took place. The speed and maneuvering mechanism performed dramatic changes. Screens and equipment all over the spacecraft began to gather, collect, and analyze data about the surrounding environment, surface nature, and any remarkable movement within the landing area. Even though they believed there was no human or any recognized intelligent life on this planet, Earthlings expected to find moving objects, like aliens and other living organisms, that could exist in such a desolate yet habitable environment. As soon as they got all data and results, the spacecraft shifted to manual control, so that only the captain could decide when and where precisely to land. The instructions on the landing spot advised that touching down should be on the Isthmus zone between day and night. For as far as they're concerned, the passengers would need to check the temperature differences, adapt to it and its effect on their bodies before attempting to do any activities. "Get ready, Adam, and tack all your gear up," in his rough voice, said Sam to his 5-year-old son before turning to the other twin, who seemed to have trouble gearing up. "Let me help you, Eve." She surrendered immediately in her father's hands, as if she was itching for his help, yet didn't ask for it, for that was how she was. With her charming smile, Lara shook her head with gratitude and admiration for her small family before she exclaimed, "Aren't we supposed to land on the Isthmus zone? Why does it appear that we are still in the middle of the day?" Without looking at the windows where she looked, answered Sam, "We still have about 3 hours till we reach the Isthmus, and there we shall land. Don't worry." He expected his wife to argue, but she appeared to take his reply as an assurance that no further discussion was needed. Surprised by what seemed to be early preparation and gearing up, she just kept watching the screens and the data in front of her without a glimpse. After helping his twins, Sam joined Lara in her interest in reading the data. He opened several 3D maps to check the best location per the data. He marked one spot when he turned to the rest of the crew and said, "That's where we are going to land, dears." He pointed to the selected spot on the map before shifting his attention again to the screens to review the essential time and route to reach that spot. Slowly and softly, Sam took the pilot's control of the spacecraft to guide it to the determined location. With skillful maneuvering through valleys and hills, he took a tour close to the surface, enabling them to behold their new planet. The cameras fixed on the craft's outer shell were building complete 3D mapping for the surroundings and collecting data to be stored on such maps, feeding the computers to synchronize with all the previously constructed maps. Proxima-b's topography resembled that of Earth, as already confirmed, with rivers, hills, valleys and forests. Deserts also existed, but occupied fewer areas when compared to Earth during its last centuries. Outside temperature readings resembled that of a midsummer's day. There was no sign of any form of living organisms, despite the towering trees and wide, vast thickets. Yet the planet from above looked entirely abandoned. "Dad, what's this dark area over there?" Adam interrupted the silence episode which took them over for the past couple of hours, while watching and enjoying the scenery as far as his eyes could catch. "That, my son," replied Lara calmly, "is the night place. We are supposed to land soon enough before we reach it. We are already in the Isthmus." Excitement took hold as they were all getting ready for landing, holding their breaths while Sam was more than just excited. He had some mixed emotions of anxiety, responsibility, and a great deal of worry about the welfare of his family, who might be the only remaining humans. Despite these feelings, he could still focus and spot the correct location, matching its coordinates with his maps to land their Ark safely. Once it touched the solid ground and all devices showed a successful landing, they released a deep sigh of relief, announcing the prelude of a new era for humankind. Without a word, they started crossing the door, which opened automatically. Adam and Eve left the spacecraft. Lara followed. Then Sam was the last to leave. While stepping his first step on the ground, one voice kept echoing in his head, as if it was coming from space, that he could barely hear anyone else's. The voice of his father that reiterated a famous quote. "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind."